Hello guys, this is Spicy, and this is a review on the premium Bandai high-grade Gundam The Origins, HG Gundam The Origins 144 scale FA-78-2 Heavy Gundam. This is part of the Gundam Origins, but it's also part of the side story Mobile Suit Discovery. I think the Heavy Gundam and the Full Armor Gundam are actually pretty popular, so they should get their own kits. And finally we got a variant of the Heavy Gundam. I know the color might not be exact to the the version that we all seen previously. I think there was a Master Grade Heavy Gundam, and the color is like a little bit different. I know with the Origins line they always like to do something that's somewhat inaccurate for whatever reason, but anyway, that it is what it is. So this kit was released in May 2018, and it's a premium Bandai, so expect to pay premium Bandai prices if you're in North America. The retail price for this kit is about $45 in North America, but you can get this kit probably from the premium Bandai webshop if you live in Japan and Asia for the equivalent of $25. So yeah, just a little bit of a downer for living outside of Asia when it comes to premium Bandai. But anyway, this is a very nice kit. If you'd like to pre-order premium Bandai kits, check out my sponsor www.tatsuhappy.com. Just so you guys know, premium Bandai kits are very limited. So yeah, if you want you want the reserve one, make sure you pre-order it. Otherwise, once they're gone, they're gone. Either way, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. It's a very simple premium Bandai box, a monochrome kind of thing. And here we have the UPC for 2,200 yen. So I talk about the price there. And yeah, there's really not much to talk about here with these boxes. This doesn't even show you the actual color. So here we have the very large foil stickers, not foil sticker, the sticker sheet. And I use up everything. So yeah. Alright, and then we have the foil stickers for the eyes and the cameras for the head. Okay, here we have all the parts here, and I was very surprised that this is actually a brand new mold. It's not based on the Origins Gundam logo type, which I don't really like, and it's not based on the HGUC Revive RX-78-2, which is actually really good. I would have be happy if they went with that kit, but since it's the Origins, they had to, I guess they want to develop new parts. So yeah, so I'd like to thank my friend Antonio for mentioning that. I guess he showed me enough evidence that it's indisputable that the new gems from the Origin line is going to be based on this kit. So that's actually very cool. So yeah, Bandai's definitely planning on milking the heck out of this mode. And to be honest, it's actually quite a good mode. It's very nice. Yeah, I like it. It may not be as good as the Revive RX-78, but to be honest, I think it's good enough. It's pretty cool. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories. Let's get this out of the way. Actually, I'll just leave it there. We have two beam saber effect parts, but only one beam saber hilt. So here we have the beam saber hilt attached to the backpack. Let's go ahead and plug this in. And give that to the full armor, not full armor, the Heavy Gundam. And then we have the shield here. Very nice. Yeah, I put all the decal on here. Now, to be honest, this kit, due to its color, you don't really have to do too much work for it. I think you can even skip panel lining this kit. As long as you put on all the stickers, it probably just give it enough detail for it to be what it is. So for straight builders, this is a pretty nice kit. And yeah. So obviously, we have a specialized full armor piece specifically for the shield. If you don't want to use the shield, you can just swap it out with this one, and that let you connect the shield. I guess you can have the shield like flip out like that, or this mode right there. And I think they share this shield with the maybe one of the North American local type of the FSD. Yeah, it comes on the separate runner, so pretty sure they've also reused the parts for the head, so that is probably reused, but the majority of the parts on this kit is all brand new. So there we go, that's the shield. You can collapse the shield, And oh, one of the thrusters came off. And yeah, so that's that. The big thrusters on the backpack came off. Alright, so anyway, I did what I did with this kit is I did some minor painting, and I also did some panel lining, and that's pretty much all I did with this kit. So anyway, let's talk about what I did here while we're looking at this. Obviously, I painted in the thrusters on the back, painted in the cannon on the back, and I painted the beam rifle. It's a very nice beam rifle. I'll talk about that later. And I also painted part of the frame launcher. This is the very unique weapon, and many reasons why people want to buy this kit just for this weapon. Now there is a master grade heavy Gundam, so yeah, the color for this one isn't exactly accurate to that version, but either way. So yeah, it looks really nice. So let's go ahead and take a more closer look at this kit, and we can talk about the rest of it in detail. It's a nice looking kit. It's slightly shorter than the North American local type because, I'll just call it the local type because, the legs are slightly more shorter. It's just they made the leg shorter. But at least we got separate ankle armors for this one. So yeah, for accessories, we do have two multi-purpose gripping hand. Obviously, we have one trigger finger here for the beam rifle. Now this beam rifle is very unique. It's very different from the ones I seen previously. So I think this is actually a brand new mode. Yeah, it's not like the RX-78 with where you have the extra handle or whatever. You can move the sight, and I did paint it in the tester's gunmetal gray metallizer lacquer, and I also painted in the sight. So let's go ahead and attach this. Very nice. So all the gunmetal parts on this kit is painted using the tester metallizer lacquer, and looks really, really nice. Okay, so that's the beam rifle. And let's talk about some minor details here. So for the head, this is actually something I really like, even though it's like a leftover from the previous kit, one of the older kits from the series. I think the head is from the North American local type. It's probably the same exact head. We got the sticker underneath the clear red visor, and it just looks really, really mean. Yeah, that looks really cool. Alright, and then obviously we have the weapon that we all been waiting for, the frame launcher. This is a very cool weapon. So basically what you want to do is you want to remove this part, and then stick this part in here like so. Make sure you line it up properly, and then actually I think it's easier if you just fit the whole arm into the frame launcher and then just snap the parts together like so. There we go. There we go. Alright, so obviously we got the Gatling gun in the front, which I painted using stainless steel, using the tester metallizer lacquer. And I also painted in the missiles up front. I also painted in the camera. And panel lining, I used up rest of the decals from the decal sheet for the frame launcher. And that looks super cool. I really like that. Alright, and what else is super cool is this mode. So obviously, like I said before, this is a brand new mode, and it's got some very good design. So let's start with the feet. So the feet is on this ball joint polycap system. So this polycap is actually on a hinge, so you can do some ankle rocker. You can rotate the feet because it's on the ball joint. And then the ankle armor is separate from the lower legs, so that's nice. And this thing's actually attached via a ball joint in the center, so you can move that. It doesn't really get in the way, but it doesn't hinder anything. The articulation for the feet is just, it's not super. You don't have to swing out leg or anything, so it's better than what they did before. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. And then obviously we got the articulation for the feet. We have a little very interesting gimmick here. As you can see, there's like armor separation, but it's not super well done. As you can see, I think they could have done a lot better with this one, but they just left it the way it is. Either that, or maybe I didn't build it properly. But either way, you can get some armor separation here for the knees. And then obviously it's not it's not a double jointed knee, unfortunately. And then we have the thigh cut right there. And then we do have the hinge right here, so you can hinge out the whole this whole hip section, very similar to many of the Origins kit. So in order to do that, you have to lift out the front skirt, and then you just lift this whole section forward, like, oops, okay. And I'm pulling the legs off. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and get that back in there. Anyway, I think it's actually easier for me to do it this way, so I can show you guys. You can hinge this whole section forward, like so. So you can hinge it forward, and then you can hinge it back. So you can see that right there, forward, and then you can hinge it back. I'm just gonna leave it back, because it's better for posing. Anyway, that's that. It's a very common on the Origin kit. Something you don't see normally on the Origins kit is a peg hole. So that's actually really interesting. I'm glad they got rid of the old system. So now you can just connect the action base directly via the peg system with these Origins kit. Yeah, using that adapter is really annoying. And what's really cool is that you can separate the front skirts, so you can have independent front skirts. So that's cool. As always, the back skirt is fixed. There's really not much articulation for the side skirt. It's just pegged into a polycap, so don't worry about that. The waist is on the ball joint to a polycap, so you can rotate that. Now this waist section is actually a brand new design. It's designed specifically so he can pivot forward like that. I guess maybe for like, some more dynamic poses like that. So yeah, let me get the arm out of the way. Take a look at the waist section. That's actually really cool. And then the front armor actually moves with the chest crunch. So that's really something. And that's what I really like about this kit. So that I really like that design. And let's see what else. We have the swing out joint right here. Not only that, we also have a swing out and then swing. Oops. I'm probably gonna have to glue in this thrusters. I don't know what's going on with this one. Or maybe I shouldn't just not put my hand there when I'm posing. Either way, here we have a hinge right here for the shoulder, so the arm can go out. And then we also have the polycap, so the arm can go forward like a butterfly. So that's actually, I really love this design. This is actually really good. Okay, and then next off, obviously we have the ball joint to the polycap, so you can rotate that. Double jointed elbows, the hand is on the ball joint. And the head is actually on the hinge. It's the standard hinge inside the chest, so you can bend it forward and back. And the head sits on the ball joint, so you can rotate that. Man. Okay, getting heartburn. And then obviously you can articulate the cannon. I think this is like a beam cannon, so that's actually pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the Heavy Gundam in a nutshell, and I highly recommend picking up this kit. Yeah, it's even as a P Bandai, is well worth it. And coming from a guy who doesn't care about Gundams, I'm a Mono Eye guy, so about 6 Xeon. I have to say, yeah, this is a Gundam I would actually buy and keep for myself, because it's just really that good. And that's pretty much it for this review. I hope you guys find the information helpful. Thanks for watching.